Buying a car feels like freedom. Renting one feels like wasting money. But what if I told you, for millions of people, buying a car is one of the worst financial decisions they ever make? Let me tell you a short story. Two friends graduate at the same time. Same city, same job, same salary. One of them buys a car. The other decides to rent when needed. 5 years later, one of them feels constantly short on money. The other has savings, investments, and options. And the difference wasn't income. It was one decision: the car. Now, before you get emotional, this video is not anti-car. Cars are useful. Cars are convenient. Cars can improve your life. But the real question isn't, do I want a car? The real question is, what is this car actually costing me? Because cars are not just a purchase. They are a system of expenses. Let's start with buying a car, because that's what most people default to. When people think of buying a car, they think of the price tag, but that's just the entry fee. The moment you buy a car, a clock starts ticking. You pay for insurance, fuel, maintenance, repairs, registration, taxes, parking, depreciation. And depreciation is the silent killer. According to industry data, a new car loses roughly 20 to 30% of its value in the first year, and about 50 to 60% within 5 years. That means the car you proudly bought for 10 lakh or $30,000 is often worth barely half that in a short time. And that loss is real, even if you don't feel it. You didn't spend that money, you lost it. Now, let's talk monthly costs. In many countries, the average total cost of owning a car, when you include depreciation, easily crosses 20,000 to 30,000 rupees per month, or $700 to $1,000 per month. Most people never calculate this. They only look at the EMI. That's how the trap works. Now, compare that to renting or using ride-hailing services. Renting a car or using ride-hailing feels expensive because you see the cost every time. But psychologically, that visibility is actually a feature, not a bug. You only pay when you use it. No idle cost, no depreciation, no surprise repair bills. If you work from home, live in a city, or drive occasionally, renting often costs far less annually than owning. Multiple consumer studies show that if you drive less than 10,000 to 12,000 kilometers per year, owning a car is usually more expensive than renting or ride-sharing. But cost is only one side of the story. Let's talk about behavior. When you own a car, you use it even when you don't need to. Short trips, unnecessary drives, convenience spending, because the car is already paid for. This is called the sunk cost effect. When you rent, every trip becomes a conscious decision, and conscious decisions tend to be more efficient. Now, does that mean buying a car is always bad? No. Here's where the nuance comes in. Buying a car makes sense if you drive daily, live far from public transport, you use the car for work or income, you plan to keep it for many years, and you buy within your means, not your ego. In those cases, ownership can be efficient and practical. But for many people, especially young professionals, buying a car too early creates a financial drag. That monthly car cost doesn't just reduce cash flow, it delays emergency funds, investments, freedom to change jobs, ability to take risks. This is the opportunity cost no one talks about. If that same money were invested instead, the difference over 10 to 15 years can be massive. Now, let's return to the two friends from earlier. The one who bought the car had comfort, but also fixed expenses. The one who rented had flexibility, and flexibility compounds. One choice optimized for convenience, the other optimized for optionality. Neither choice was right or wrong in isolation. The mistake happens when people buy cars to feel successful, instead of because it makes economic sense. Cars are status symbols masquerading as necessities, and that's where financial stress begins. So here's the real answer to renting versus buying. Buying a car is better when usage is high, income is stable, other financial foundations are strong. Renting is better when usage is low or irregular, cash flow matters, you value flexibility, and you're early in your financial journey.
The smartest move isn't choosing sides. The smartest move is choosing timing. Delay buying until it doesn't hurt your future. Because the best car is not the one that looks good in your driveway. It's the one that doesn't quietly steal your freedom.